I hear something in your voice. You have the sound of a man who wants to wake people up, who don't always want to be woken up, who often resist defiantly. What I hear is I hear someone who cares about the truth, and maybe more importantly, that you care about people. You have information, of course, that can help people, that can help ease the suffering of humanity or people. And I identify with this cause. It's part of the reason why I do this show. As we talked before, I fought this battle with vaccination. I saw that vaccination was a tremendous harm to the population, that so much lies and so much deceit were happening. And I did this at sacrifice. I never got rich from fighting vaccine. I never made
What do you mean it's dangerous? Aluminum and mercury isn't dangerous to the human brain and body.
a dime, actually. In fact, it was at tremendous cost. I guess what I want to know from you, Dane, is why are you doing this? What sacrifices do you make? Why 10 plus years of devotion to this subject?
When one sees everything they love being systematically poisoned, and when you recognize the trajectory that you're on, that if this continues, very soon everything you care about, from the environment to the children that you've brought into the world and all the children of the planet, what future will they have? You're simply faced with having to put everything aside and
Yes.
sacrifice anything you can in order to bring this to light and hopefully to a stop before there's nothing left to save. Virtually nothing. Every day it's like waking up into a B horror movie that you can't escape from, a nightmare that you can't wake up from in that sense. And I can't think of anything else. I mean, again, how do you go outside and enjoy the environment? You know, I live in the middle of the environment. I'm completely off grid, or in the middle of the forest, rather, completely off grid. And when you see it dying around you, a forest that was healthy and thriving only 10 years ago, that now is silent and dying by the day, trees dying everywhere. There's no sound of frogs anymore. There's very few insects. And when you know mathematically, it's not your imagination. I mean, I work with Forest Service biologists. We've measured the aquatic and terrestrial insect life decline in the last 10 years here, 90%. How much more critical can our situation be? And when you see people around you that are doing nothing but arranging deck chairs on again on the Titanic, and you know that the ship is going down, and you're screaming at the top of your lungs. And for a long time, Dan, not many people were listening, but I'm very, very grateful for people like yourself that have helped to give a voice to this issue that so desperately needs to be heard and woken up to before the Earth's life support systems, our health, and the biosphere as a whole is damaged beyond any recovery whatsoever. People must wake up now. People must prioritize. And anything else they're doing at this point, if we don't address this issue of what's happening in our skies, then everything else they're doing right now is a moot point. Everything.